What is going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, I like to do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. Just by commenting your favorite altcoin in the comment section down below, I will be choosing one of those to be reviewing for next week. We are going to be sticking with Litecoin and playing Litecoin out to the end of this week, as it is showing some incredible signs of reversal. It's actually up double digits today, 10% overall. More importantly, what we're going to be talking about in today's episode is the recent recovery that cryptocurrency has had. Now, as exciting as it might be to me, because I've been in this market for a very long time, and for those that have been patiently waiting over the past couple of weeks, this is definitely breaking through a resistance level we have not seen in a very long time. Is this key to reversing back to the upside? No, of course not. Could it lead to it? Of course it can, but we still have major resistances in the way before this coin comes or this crypto market comes anywhere close to breaking out of a bullish market. It is good though, because I was anticipating yesterday to go to sleep and waking up yesterday with my short position actually liquidated and filled, but to my surprise, we're actually still in it and the market is still heading higher up. So that's a good thing. That's why we create these leverage trades and these stop losses. And, to my surprise, we are still going higher up. This is a good thing. And I would like to talk to you guys about why and how much higher we could probably move to. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, so to start off, top 10 cryptocurrencies are all doing extremely well. I mean, noticeably well. We're up 6% overall across the entire market. We've seen maybe about $0.07 trillion flow back into the market, and you can see top 10 cryptos seem to be doing fairly well. I mean, of the top 10, there are a few that are in double digits. Uniswap, Polkadot, and then the other ones are, about average 7 to 8%, but we have Litecoin up 10%, Chainlink up 10%, and everything else seems to be doing extremely well. VeChain up 13%, then Shiba, which is now up 21%, absolutely insane. We have AV up 21%. Wow, Shiba Inu is up 21% in a day. PancakeSwap up 10. It's pretty insane the amount of volume that's been moving back and forth into these coins, and it's very easy for it to do so. And we might actually see a few more days of it consolidating back up and a few more, green spells over this market, which is a good sign. Don't get me wrong. Now, ultimately, this is what I'd like to show you guys. This actually, it could, signify a pretty big reversal on some of these cryptos. Obviously, for XRP, there is still a downtrend at play here. This is the one that we've had quite a bit of trouble breaking through. We're currently retesting that right now. Now, we didn't enter XRP, we entered Bitcoin for a leverage trade to the upside. You could have referenced that, and you still can reference that moving forward. And what I'd like to talk about is for Bitcoin, we actually bought into this crypto just a couple of days ago, right when the price hit. It was June 26th. Price actually was correcting below our bottom support, and we discussed that if at any point we broke and closed the daily candle above $30,000, which we actually were retesting below 30K, we would go in for a buy-in opportunity if we closed below this level here, and we'd buy in to short this to the downside. If we leverage traded this and this market closed us below 30K, we'd buy in and short it to the downside, because we haven't broken through here in a very long time. Understand how that actually works. We can actually move this down ever so slightly to retest this 30K on the dot right here, just like that. Perfect. You can see this is the support. We could have moved it higher. I mean, 31 is an option too, but this doesn't seem as likely as something like that. That's to cover our basis. That's bottom support. So if we had broken through the $30,000 support level that we had, we would short it to the downside, as well as understanding that we could then short XRP to the downside, as it would close below its 50 or 60 cent support level and ultimately correct even lower. But we were looking for Bitcoin to make the first leap of faith, and then we could funnel money into XRP as well. Problem is, we didn't do that, but that's a good sign. We discussed that we like to invest, and hopefully you guys understand this for future videos and so on and so forth. I do not invest inside sideways triangles or inside sideways channels. Every time we're floating in between here, which you can see has happened over and over again, none of this is profitable. It's way too risky. What I like to do is buy in when prices either retest bottom support right here, right here, right here, and those are good buying opportunities. So what we did is we saw the candle close above, we bought in for a long. And I actually anticipated that the long would go just as high up to retest this descending fractal here. You can kind of see there's a descending fractal, top resistance, bottom support. We're creating lower lows and lower highs, and that's sending this price downwards and downwards and downwards. Thing is, we flipped and broke above here yesterday. We didn't actually hit my stop loss, which is pretty insane, and we are now continuing to pump even higher. Obviously, there's an objective where we could easily hit 38K, we could easily hit 40K, and I think we're going to continue to head to that direction. Now, what I recommend buying in, if you haven't, like I say, I don't like to trade inside the middle here. So personally, for me, I wouldn't, but because we're actually still in this, and for those that still have your stop losses set, and you had actually bought in a couple days ago to leverage this to the upside, I would stay in. Because we're still doing good. Well, eventually prices will maybe move up higher. We'll move the stop loss up a little bit more, and we'll just cover ourselves. So things look really good for right now. This was a quick buy-in, nothing crazy. And yeah, it's going to continue to pump up. So we'll see how much higher we go. Stop losses in and all. If you haven't, created that and you didn't buy in a few days ago, then just play it off, and you can easily get back in if we retest top resistance or if we retest bottom support again. But for right now, that's a really good sign that we're starting to reverse out of that. There's also some good indicators on XRP that I want to show you. Now, notice something here. XRP has had what it means to be a pretty strong bottom support level that we're currently retesting. Now, obviously, we discussed within Bitcoin, if Bitcoin breaks below 30K, it's an immediate drop and an immediate reversal back down to 20,000, like an instantaneous drop, big correction. Same thing would kind of apply itself with XRP. There's not that much support between 60 cents and 25 cents. Unfortunately, this is maybe we have one right here at 47, but that's about it. Other than that, we're going straight down to 25 cents. And if Bitcoin did that, it would lead the way, and XRP would follow suit. Now, here's the thing. If Bitcoin right now wants to break through and retest 38,000 and hopefully 40K, that would ultimately allow volume to come into XRP, and it should hopefully break us out of this resistance of 68. The goal that we have on these cryptos is not only for us to break through 87 cents, which seems to be a support for this coin, but to break through its top resistance level closer to about $1. Now, I don't know why this removed itself, but the resistance for XRP seems to be at $1 resistance. This is where the biggest resistance level is for this crypto. So if we manage to pop up off of here and start to reverse up and eventually get to $1 and close above $1, we're back into a bull market, and things would look really nice there, to be honest with you. But we have to see how things play out. Hopefully, because there's so many people interested now in cryptocurrency, that it shortens the span of this bear market. Hopefully, either we retest 80%, then we start to correct up, or hopefully it's done now with a 50% reversal, and then we start to head back up. But things are going to become very interesting depending on if we close above these resistances or if we decide to close below them. Ethereum looks okay too, but Ethereum clearly has its resistance here. Mainly, I can see the small reversal to the upside that's happening with some of these cryptos is inevitably because we're retesting oversold. We bottomed out on these cryptos on the daily, oversold. We became oversold on Ethereum. We became oversold on Bitcoin. And it gave it a lot of reasons for it to slightly correct back up. But understand, even for Ethereum, things are not bullish yet until it breaks through its biggest resistance of 2,400. Which is basically where this support level is right here. It's acting as a resistance now. But this line has to be broken for us to say, okay, we're back in, and now we're going to start to rally back up. If it doesn't do that, it's still going to, correct downwards, and it's still a bearish sign. So it doesn't matter realistically where the coin wants to go, but we have to see resistances be broken if we want to see that ultimate flip to the bullish market. Same thing applies itself with Litecoin. Ultimately, I wanted to show you this too because we've had similarities with Litecoin compared to Ethereum and some of these other descending fractals that are actually breaking outside of this descending fractal and starting to head back up. Now, for Litecoin, it's definitely a little bit trickier. I have way too many lines on here that I for sure have to clean up. So I'm doing that a little bit right now, but you can see for the most part there are some pretty big resistances. I'd probably Granted, that's resistance too. I'd probably put it right about here, seeing if we could break above $1.70. But ultimately, we retested oversold. So it does show signs that the market wants to inflate back up to retest its support levels, its moving averages. But when you look at the weekly, you can see ultimately we are still trading very high up from retesting 19,000. Ultimately, if Bitcoin, which it should, and it probably still will, consolidate out maybe a little more, and then pull back down to retest its support levels, which are these moving averages, and we come back to retest that, that would be about the 70 to 80, or sorry, the 80 to 90% drop that we were all looking for. And then I believe if the price then should probably retest his, and then hopefully we start to pump even higher, moving us up into all-time highs. But that's what we're looking for. So I think this is a very short-term recovery. I think at most Bitcoin's going to hit maybe 40K. That's about it. And then we're going to reverse back downwards. This is short-term. We became oversold. Resistances are still huge and at play. We're currently waiting for us to get liquidated, as it probably will do very soon. But at some point, I do believe we are going to continue to correct back down to 20K, complete the 80 to 85% drop that I've been anticipating on this crypto market for months now, finishing that out. And then hopefully it either consolidates and then we start to reverse back up, or just reverse back up, because nobody wants to be in a bear market for long. I understand we need these major corrections. When things become so oversaturated, we start to correct downwards. It makes sense. But hopefully this is short term and we start to regain our strength and head back up and just build some more volume. S&P 500 is moving on strong too. And as we know, there's a lot of things that are shooting up in price that should correct downwards, and we're hopefully going to see that happen very soon. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.